Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I don't know when you're watching this, but you can probably tell by the very poor lighting in my garage that it is not daytime, but this is the time I have to work on my bike, so that's what I'm gonna do. I had to wait until the kids went to sleep, and now it's my time, right? My time to shine. Not really though, because really bad lighting. I've been in my office all day with these crazy bright lights because I just got some new light bulbs, and I'm trying to get used to them because they're like some new daylight bulb. But seriously, they would like wipe out some vampires. It is insanely bright. And then I gotta come out here into this dungeon. Anyway, what we're gonna be doing here is we're gonna be taking my Trek Marlin 7 and we're gonna be adding a bike rack to that. I picked up the MIK bike rack, which has like the really cool modular attachment features. I don't know if you'd call it modular, but it's kind of what it is. It's got a base plate that you can attach to different things, panniers, different bags. In my case, I'm gonna attach it to a basket. And you can easily add it to your bike rack or remove it. So we're gonna go ahead, and I picked up the Bontrager bike rack here. Maybe I'm an idiot, and that very well could be the case, but I can't find any instructions. So we're gonna try to wing this thing, put it together. I've got some fishing pole attachments that I'm gonna attach to this so that I can use it whenever I'm bike fishing or packing in and I wanna carry my poles ready to go, not in my backpack. So we're gonna be attaching these to it as well. And then some future videos are gonna be happening with my bike here, and hopefully this attached to it. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add this rack to the back of this bike. Now, I do not have a bike stand that I work with. I probably should get one, or maybe I should make one, right? That would be the essence of this channel, is just to make what I need. But sometimes it's just easier and cheaper to buy one outright. But I do got these sweet hooks in the ceiling, and you can't see this right here, but one thing that I do is I'll take my bike down and I'll just hang it up here by the hooks. Look at there, it works, right? I'm gonna be attaching, we're gonna start off, I'm gonna be attaching a kickstand, because you can't have a rack holding all your stuff in the back if you're just gonna lay your bike over. So I'm gonna attach a kickstand. Now the kickstand that I picked up, I would like to tell you this is like a Bontrager or something, but I'm pretty sure, oh, it does have mounting hardware. I have no idea what brand this is. I picked it up on Amazon. I will throw it in there in the link. It was like 12 bucks or something. It's got an adjustable foot on it, right? This locks into place. It's really cool. So that was one of the things. Got really good reviews. But it's supposed to mount. There we go. It's supposed to mount right there, and it looks like it's gonna work. The holes do line up, so it should be, you know, pretty slick, should be out of the way. Springy enough. I don't think it's gonna be falling down on us. But then again, how crazy can you get when you got some fishing poles and a basket on the back? So anyway, let's go ahead. We're gonna put this on first, get it on the ground, and then start assembling our rack. All right, now first things first, I'm gonna make sure that these bolts fit. And they do. They seem a little long. Oh, this goes all the way through, so that should be all right. They do have Loctite on them, although if yours don't have Loctite on them, you probably don't need it because the inside of this hole is painted. All right, so we got our multi-tool, we got our bolt, got our kickstand. We're gonna go ahead and let's put that on there. So I'm just gonna start off with that in there like that. And let's see if I can get you a little bit better angle. All right, so you cannot tell, but this side here is the bottom of the bike. So we want our kickstand to face that direction. And I'm gonna try to do this without impeding my recording. All right, I can really feel that Loctite getting in there. And I just add the second bolt so it's not flopping around, scratching up your paint. We all know that you can't have scratches on a mountain bike, right? Like, what would the cool kids think? He showed up with a mountain bike with scratches. All right, now, if you're wondering if you got it tight enough, I have no idea what this is supposed to be torqued at. So if that concerns you, check it out, but this isn't going anywhere. All right, up out of the way, pretty solid. Let's put this thing on the ground and let's see if we can get that adjusted. So this here, I hope you're digging the flip-flops. All right, but this here shows us, this is fully extended, and I would say we're probably at a 20-degree angle, 15-degree angle. I don't know, I'm not gonna bust out a protractor and figure that one out, but there we are, there it is. All right, now, for this rack, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop these little zip ties off here. And this is the large rack. I believe they fit the same, this way. They're just a little bit closer to the seat. So you can see here, this has the mount on the back for attaching like a rear light, reflector, or other things like that. But then it's got this little curve right here. So the idea is that this is going to fit, and it's going to mount something like that, okay? So I wanted something that was gonna be full. You can get something that's a little bit shorter, but it's totally gonna be your preference. Now, this is not the deluxe. They do make a deluxe that's got some other attachments down here. I don't know what purpose that would serve really, unless you had some different types of bags. I know they're deluxe bags that they have. They might attach differently. I don't know. This was 40 bucks, sent to my door, so this is what I went with. It's aluminum, super lightweight. It says that it holds max load, 25 kilograms, right? So kilograms, what, 2.2 pounds? So it's gonna hold at least 50 pounds. It's a lot of fishing gear. Or beer, right? Or beverages, whatever beverages you have, it's that too. So let's go ahead and start attaching this thing. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna open this up. We're gonna see if we can figure this out. Okay. All right, so these gotta be adjustable somehow, right? Are they going that way? Where's our rack? All right, so it's got a little picture here. You can see there's an attachment. Maybe you can't see that, but there's an attachment right in there on this picture on that side. So I'm guessing that's this. There's no, oh, looky there. I bet you that's how it works. Bet you goes in there like that, and then these guys come in here. Yeah, I can almost guarantee that's how it works. Almost guarantee it, not 100% confident. It's got these little covers. I don't know why it's got these little covers. Whoa. It's a durable rack, guys, durable rack. These are probably to go on there, but this isn't solid. Right, that's not a solid weld. I used to be a welder. It's not a solid weld, so water and things is still gonna get in there. Now, I understand it's gonna be facing down, but splashing, moisture, it could get trapped in here. I don't think I'm gonna put these on, unless, man, they're not really sharp. And it is aluminum. I'm just gonna let it be free. Right, be free. The battery went dead, but here we are, we're back. Where was I? Oh, I was just telling you, these have the same blue Loctite on them as those other ones. So blue is just temporary. It's not like the red. If you're ever mad at someone, get that red Loctite on there. Show them who's boss. So I'm just going to tighten these down where these don't do that. You know, where they don't fall off. And so what this does is this actually pushes on here and locks that down. So I don't know where it needs to be yet because I haven't put this on there, but this will at least keep it in place. So let's go ahead now. Let's focus on putting this on the bike. First things that we're gonna do, we gotta pull these little thread caps off. those just come right out. I'm going to let that rest. I'm actually going to mount the front first so that I can let it rest here. I'll loosen this up, and then I'll mount this down here on the bottom. And there's actually 2 mounting holes. I'm going to go with the closest one. Actually, I'll go with the furthest one back. Yeah, I'm going to go with the furthest one back here. I don't know if it makes a difference, but if you got to change it later, you can always change it later. All right, now I am given 2 different bolt lengths. Okay, so there are 2 different bolt lengths here. I'm going to use the longer bolt on the bottom just because it looks like I have more threads down there than I do at the top. And also it seems that this front piece right here is a lot thinner than what the bottom piece is. I'm gonna leave that just a little bit loose to where I can move it back and forth and everything doesn't get in a bind. I'll put links to all this stuff too in the description, so it'll be there. Let's go ahead and let's mount this. All right, now you can't see it here in the back, but it's gonna be the same thing as right there on your side of the camera. Ooh, that covered up a scratch that I had right there. That's nice. Now it's the same idea. I'm keeping everything snug, but tight, okay? Just taking a quick peek at our clearances here. And you can see how well everything clears, right? Got plenty of room in between these supports. It does fit a little off. It does fit a little off to one side, but I don't know. Maybe when I'm off camera, I'll get a little aggressive with it and see if I can tweak it over there, but that's where we are. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna tighten everything else down. I'm gonna tighten all these other bolts down. All right, so I'm just trying to adjust everything, and what I had to do was I had to actually loosen this here and bring the rack back. So I'm trying to optimize my height, because remember, these are larger tires than what came from the factory. That still shouldn't make much of a difference, but it does. I think this is gonna do it. All right, solid again, plenty of clearance, dead center. All right, take 2, and note to self, look for the red light on the camera. That will let you know you're recording and not just talking to yourself in the garage. So if all you were here for was to see me put this rack on the back of this bike, then we're done as far as that goes. You can check out some of my other, I never know where it's at, but it'll be up here. You can check that out, check out some of those other videos on what I've done to this bike so far. And we're gonna get started. So this is the MIK adapter. So the MIK adapter stands for mounting is key. And the cool thing about this is just an adapter plate that mounts to basically whatever you want to attach to your bike rack. So I can mount this to this basket, which I'm going to use. I can mount it to some bags. I can mount it to, let's say, maybe the bottom of an ice chest. And then they also make a base plate that I can mount to other things that do not have this MIK adapter built in, or this MIK mounting system built in. And I could do things like attaching the basket to a kayak or a canoe, or my ice chest could attach to here and then go and attach straight onto my canoe, and I don't have to worry about it falling off. So there's a lot of cool things that we can do with this, and I really like that because these are only $15 to $20. So for 60 bucks, I can mount a whole bunch of things and just swap them out, which is nice. When you're already camping, you don't want to have to worry about unpacking something to pack it back on here. I can just keep everything in its individual bags or baskets and mount it on here as I see fit, or as I need it. So let's go ahead and we're gonna mount this to this milk crate here. Now, the milk crate that you choose does not have to have these cobwebs, But if it does, if you can find one with these cobwebs, I guarantee you it will make you at least 2 minutes faster on you know, your downhill track. So keep that in mind. Well, you can see it's the next day. That took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. So I'm actually gonna have to end this video here. If you want to see the next part to where I actually add that basket and do that fishing rod holder, well then go ahead and subscribe, like, and just you gotta wait like everybody else for part 2, just like me. So I'm gonna be going to the store. I have to get some mounting hardware actually to mount that on the basket, and I did not have any. I just didn't have the right parts. So instead of doing it incorrectly just for the sake of a video, I'm just gonna go ahead and make a whole nother video on that, on how to do that with the basket, fishing rod holders, and maybe even testing it out. So we'll see how that one goes. But again, if you found any part of this video useful, please hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for watching, and thanks for bearing with me on this 2-part series. It was supposed to be a 1-part video, and sorry if it got a little long. This was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be, and there were a lot more steps involved. So anyway, thanks for watching again, and stay tuned. I'll catch you on the next video.